Batman. Biography. Bruce Wayne of Earth 2, son of Dr. Thomas and Martha Wayne, husband of Selina Kyle Wayne, alias Catwoman of Earth 2, father of Helena Wayne, alias Huntress 2 of Earth 2, guardian of Richard Grayson, alias Robin of Earth 2, residence, Gotham City of Earth 2, occupation, independently wealthy, later Gotham City Police Commissioner, first appearance, Golden Age, Detective Comics issue 27, May 1939, first appearance, post-Golden Age, Brave and the Bold, issue 84, Wartime, July 1969, Justice League of America, issue 82, Modern, August 1971, Join, JSA, founding member, pre-crisis fate, slain by Bill Jensen in Adventure Comics issue 462, post-crisis fate, Rakan out of existence. Origin. Bruce Wayne was born in 1915, America vs. the Justice Society, issue 1, to Dr. Thomas Wayne and his wife Martha, two wealthy Gotham City socialites. Young Bruce was raised in an environment of wealth and privilege and enjoyed a happy childhood until the age of 7. One evening in 1922, Bruce and his parents were walking home after seeing a Rudolph Valentino movie when they crossed what would later be known as Crime Alley. They were harassed by a mugger named Joe Chill. Chill demanded Mrs. Wayne's jewelry and any cash they might have on them. When Thomas Wayne resisted, Chill shot him. In the moment, Martha Wayne suffered a heart attack and died shortly thereafter. Stunned by the death of his parents, Bruce Wayne stared at the criminal, memorizing every detail of his face. Unnerved, Chill fled before the authorities arrived. Detective Comics, issue 33, Batman, issue 47, Secret Origins, volume 2, issue number 6. The deaths of his parents traumatized young Bruce and marked a turning point in his life. He later swore to pursue all criminals to avenge the deaths of his parents and devoted himself to attaining physical and intellectual excellence. He underwent rigorous physical training and educated himself in criminal science and police techniques. By the late 1930s, Bruce Wayne was an affluent Gotham City businessman and socialite. One night in his study, Wayne reflected on his oath to avenge the deaths of his parents and how his oath would best be fulfilled. He decided that he needed to leave the traditional ventures of justice and become a symbol of something that would inspire fear and awe in the criminal populace. As if an omen, a bat flew into the window of his study and inspired Wayne. He decided that he would adopt the appearance of a bat and developed an identity that made him the source of fear in Gotham's underworld, Batman. Disguised as an elderly designer, Wayne hired Gotham's finest tailors to create a costume in the form of a bat. A flowing dark cape and cowl, and a bodysuit with a black bat emblazoned on the chest. In his first case, Batman broke up the chemical syndicate and won the respect of Commissioner James W. Gordon. Secret Origins, Volume 2, Issue 6. Detective Comics, Issue 27. Ultimately, he would develop a tight relationship with the Gotham police force that would shield him from the turmoil that shook the established community of mystery men during the McCarthy years. Adventure Comics, issue 466. In the spring of 1940, Batman was investigating the activities of Boss Zuko and his corruption in a small neighboring town. While there, he attended a performance of the Haley Circus, one of the few holdouts against Zuko and his minions. During the act, a group of family trapeze artists, the Flying Graysons, were gunned down before the eyes of the terrified crowd. Their son, Richard, survived, witnessing his parents' brutal murder. The boy's vengeful wrath inspired Wayne, reminding him of his own rage at the deaths of his parents. Batman, with the help of the boy, gathered enough evidence to send Zuko and his cohorts to prison. Wayne took the young Grayson on as his partner and shared his secret life with him. The boy also took on a costume identity and created the image of Robin, the Boy Wonder. Detective Comics, issue 38. That summer, Batman encountered the man who would become the most dangerous criminal of his long career. The Joker had been a common criminal involved in an attempt to steal enough money to retire at an early age. He had adopted the identity of the Red Hood and, during his final case in that identity, robbed the Monarch Car Company. As he fled the scene, he was forced to swim through a vat of dyes and chemicals used in the manufacture of the cards. When he emerged, he found that the compounds had permanently altered his face and hair, dyeing them in the colors of the Joker in a deck of cards. The chemicals had possibly affected his mind as well, for the result of this experience left the Joker quite insane. Detective Comics, issue 168. The Joker's true identity has never been revealed. Batman's first tangle with the Joker occurred when the Clown Prince of Crime committed a spree of murders by announcing the demise of the intended victim over the radio, but not being present when the event occurred. A chemist in his former occupation, the Joker had invented a venom which killed quickly, had a time-delayed action, and caused a contraction of the facial muscles after death, resulting in a morbid grin. After a series of these murders, the Joker was ultimately captured by Batman and Robin. Batman, issue 1. Grimacally insane, the Joker eluded the death penalty but became Batman's most unrelenting adversary. Another important villain was Selina Kyle, a jewel thief. Originally a battered wife, Kyle turned to crime to avenge herself on her abusive husband. Brave and the Bold, issue 197. Eventually her criminal forays, first as the Cat and later as Catwoman, brought her into conflict with Batman. Batman, issue 1. Batman and Catwoman clashed repeatedly over the years, all the while nurturing an unspoken attraction that would ultimately become much more. She eventually reformed in 1954. Batman routinely encountered a whole list of rogues. The Penguin, Detective Comics issue 58, was a brazen felon who based his thefts on birds and umbrellas. The Scarecrow, World's Finest issue 3, was secretly phobia psychologist Jonathan Crane, who used his experience to commit crimes based on fear. Gotham City District Attorney Harvey Kent turned to crime as Two-Face after a gangster scarred half of Kent's face with acid. Detective Comics issue 68. Ultimately, Kent's face was restored with plastic surgery, and he forswore a life of crime. Detective Comics issue 80, Superman Family issue 211. Kent would also be called Harvey Dent post-crisis. In late 1940, Batman was contacted by the federal government to become part of a covert strike force against Nazi operations in Great Britain. During the case, he and fellow mystery men Flash and Green Lantern were captured. They were rescued by an even larger force of mystery men, and after foiling Hitler's attempted assassination of President Roosevelt, the team formed the Justice Society of America. DC Special, issue 29. Although a charter member, Batman's participation in the JSA cases was minimal. He served only in a reserve capacity. All-Star Comics, Volume 1, Issues 3 and 7. Batman also joined the All-Star Squadron, a loosely based group of mystery men formed after the bombing of Pearl Harbor. All-Star Squadron, Issue 3. Throughout World War II, Batman remained primarily on the home front, defending Gotham City. Since he had no magic-based powers, he was unaffected by the sphere of influence erected by Axis forces to shield Axis-held territory from American mystery men. All-Star Squadron, Issue 4. This allowed Batman to venture occasionally into war-torn Europe to assist in cases with American forces there. During these occasions, he had the opportunity to work with famous Allied agents like Sergeant Frank Rock, Brave and the Bold issues 84 and 162, The Unknown Soldier, Brave and the Bold issue 146, and the Blackhawks, Brave and the Bold issue 167. After World War II, Batman participated in the critical case of the Justice Society involving a man named Calvin Steins. Steins had used the river of Coahuila, Colorado's legendary stream of ruthlessness, to induce several prominent businessmen to become criminals and discredit themselves to his benefit. All-Star Comics Volume 1, Issue 36. Batman joined the JSA in this case and assisted in capturing Steins, but the effects of Coahuila will return later to haunt the JSA long after the Dark Knight's death. Infinity Inc. Issues 3 through 10. Afterward, Batman rarely became involved in JSA casework and was not an active member when the JSA disbanded in 1951.